Saying now you expect to declare a national...
I don't want to say, but you'll hear the State of the Union, and then you'll see what happens right after the State of the Union, okay?
Well, are you going to wait until February 15th to do
Yeah, we're building now. I mean, the one thing that I'm trying to stress to people, and I wasn't before because before it meant less, but when I see the obstruction, when I see the tremendous obstruction by Democrats, knowing that the only saving of our southern border is the I mean, you look at these towns. Before the wall, they were crime-ridden, and now the wall gets built. We put up a wall in a certain area, and all of a sudden it went from being a horrible hellhole into something that's really safe. They can't even believe it. The mayors can't even believe it. If you ever took some of the walls down in California, for instance, one story in San Diego, they were begging us to build a wall. I mean, they were putting pressure on us, that area of San Diego, where people were rampant going through. And you'd have a lot of security, but the security can only do so much. When, as an example, when you have these caravans that are going to be hitting, we've done a great job with the caravans, an incredible job. And most of them have gone back where they're staying on the other side of a wall. They haven't been coming in for the most part. But we've done a great job. We don't have the ammunition because we don't have the barrier. But it's been really amazing to see the difference when you have it and when you don't. It's incredible to see the difference of an area on the other side of a barrier. So.
Whoa! What happened there? Let's see. I'm coming back. There I am. Let's see, do I need to be smaller? A little smaller. Big fat head getting in the way. There we go. Push off over to here. All right. We are set to go. This market's on fire! I know, you don't want me to sing. Can't help myself. But this morning, we had incredible numbers come out on economic reports, both the unemployment situation report and ISM manufacturing. Totally blowing it out of the friggin' water! Now, the typical leftist journalist will look at the unemployment report and say, oh, yeah, we have a lot more jobs, but look, the unemployment rate went up from 3.9 to 4. You friggin' frigtard idiot! You didn't also notice that more people are going to work. All those people that were previously not counted in the unemployment statistics are now going to work with better jobs. So even in the face of all that, we've kept unemployment basically steady. So more people going to work, more jobs created, manufacturing getting much stronger, outlook getting much stronger. And people are talking recession, that we're going to see the biggest recession we've ever seen. Fuck that! This market is on fire! There's no doubt about it. No doubt. This title implies equities are good at forecasting recessions, econ data, PMIs, consumer sentiment, credit spreads, and interest rates are much better. Everything is better! That's a little bit of my New England accent coming in there. We don't pronounce our R's. Better. Way better. It's wicked better. That's right. Orange man good. He's kind of a dick. Arrogant prick, narcissist. But he knows what's good for this country. Doesn't have a single political nuanced bone in his body. But that's okay. That's not why we elected him. We elected him to make this country great again. You might not like that. That might trigger you. I say, well, fuck you. And sure, I swear a lot. But I don't care. If you don't like it, fuck off. Wage inflation is still weak relative to housing inflation. That big problem continues. It's not a big problem. Not at all. More people are at work. It's not a problem. All right, so we have a problem over here. I think I need one more light in here. One more light to, you know, like a backlight. That way I don't get this reflection. What I really need is a bigger green screen or a better green screen. I can push it back. What I'm using is this old green cloth that's hanging up on a frame. It does a pretty good job. Nathan says VWAP or volume profile. VWAP is bullshit. It's a lagging indicator, VWAP. I know that there are a lot of people out there that are successful using VWAP as a technical indicator and a strategy around it. But those people are few and far between. It has no statistical significance. You cannot build a system around it. And they're not making money because of VWAP. They're making money because they understand the markets. Volume profile is where it's at. Volume profile. Now, VWAP is one of the better lagging indicators because it uses volume. So I'll give you that. In fact, I've designed a whole range of different volume-based indicators when I was using TradeStation, but I still have that code. I have all the pseudocode. And I could recreate it somewhere else, but I've got better things to do, to tell you the truth. Screw the indicators. You don't need the indicators. All you need is volume profile. When will SPY reach all-time highs again? That's a good question. We need to break out beyond 2,800 on the SPX or the E-mini S&P. Once we break out beyond that, then we'll quickly go to all-time highs. So shadow stat must be bullshit if you are right. Yeah. He knew that I would say it's a lagging indicator because it is. It is a lagging indicator. It's a lagging indicator because you need to look back and evaluate periods prior to. Any large money managers like Ray Dalio, Jeff Gundlach, etc. disagree with your assessment. We are a late cycle recession possibility 2020. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck, even if they are billionaires. I respect them as billionaires, but they're not. They are horrible market timers. They didn't make their money by deciding which way the market's going. They made their money by making good investments in particular things. So, fuck them. Fuck Dalio. Fuck Gunlak. Go fuck yourself. That's what I say. The volume profile tells it all. Look, I'm not sitting here saying that I can become a billionaire based on my measly little pittance of an account here. There's no way. The only way I'm going to make money is through other means. Real estate, business, investments. And if you think you're going to get rich by just trading, you're fucking off your fucking rocker. It's a good extra income. It's a good way to stay ahead and use that as an indicator for other parts of your business. You should have multiple strategies, multiple income streams. This is just one of them. Ernie, what do you think of the YM-ES pair? Do you think it will recover? That's a good question. Let's take a look at that. It made a big drop yesterday. In other words, the ES totally outperformed the YM, or in other words, the S&P totally outperformed the Dow in a very, very short period of time. And it looks like it's starting to recover now. I'm looking at this. It's the bottommost chart. I wonder what this is over here. What is that? It's the video capture device. Oh, look at that. I need to go all the way down like that. There we go. I don't know why every once in a while these various inputs that I have to the screen, they get reconfigured. That's okay. Used to put up the chat. I'm not putting up the chat anymore. All right. All of the 202. I don't know what that means, Toucan Sam. They both made great money in 2008. Okay, so they predicted the downturn of the market. Maybe, did I? Did I make money in 2008? I made money, but not in the market. And so I really don't care if they made money in 2008. Really don't care. Don't care at all. I can guarantee you. Well, I can't guarantee anything. The fuck? What the fuck am I saying? And what the fuck are you listening to me for, Alex? If you want to bring Ray Dalio and Jeff Gundlach into the fucking problem, go and fucking watch their shit, read their shit, and get the fuck out of here. How's that? This show isn't the Ray and Jeff show. This is the Ernie show. This is where I help real people, real traders working in the small world to become better traders. If we had billions of dollars, then we'd go and we'd listen to Ray Dalio and Jeff Gundlach on what things to invest in, etc. And they certainly wouldn't be telling us whether or not we should be getting in or out of the Dow futures or oil or whatever. That's not where they're making their money. Toucan Sam says Trump will easily be reelected in 2020. All of the 2020 presidential candidates on the left are exactly the same, pushing far left policies. Maybe Bloomberg has a chance. No. Bloomberg he's a fucking idiot too. Yes, another billionaire that I'm calling an idiot. Because he used to be a Republican, but he was a rhino. Republican in name only. And yes, all the left, I heard that Cory Booker has now thrown his hat into the ring. Of course, we have Kamala Harris, a devout socialist, and many others. And they are moving way, way to the left. They are a scourge. Of course, we have Schultz, the executive chairman of Starbucks and former CEO of Starbucks. He's throwing his hat into the ring, but as an independent. And what he's going to do is effectively help Trump. Sure, he'll take some Republicans away, but he's going to take much more Democrats away. And let's hope he does really well, because that will all but ensure a Trump victory. That's why you're going to see the mainstream media come down on him hard, really hard. Alex says I'm triggered. No, I just want to talk about what I want to fucking talk about, dude. Right? I really don't give a shit what some billionaire did. This is not the billionaire show. As you may have noticed, there is not an audience of billionaires watching this show. Just isn't. Never will be. A. Larry says Alex L. is a villain. He's just a protagonist, an instigator, a dickhead. So we give him a little bit of a shout out every once in a while. Him and others like him, like what was that? M. Des and Trad used to be that way, but he's come around. So we have our trolls. And I'm willing to bet that some of these guys are the guys that, you know, when I post a stream that will be coming up in the future, they're the ones that will click the down button before they even watch the friggin' stream. Because they're so butthurt that I exist. But anyways, it looks like we're going to have a breakout on oil. It tried to break out there for a bit, pulled back. Same thing is happening on the ES and the YM. Well, heating oil right now looks like it wants to go short. So there might be something that will be setting up here. So, all right. So what we've got here now, I got to show you this. These top two screens here, top left, are heating oil and oil. And on the right is the E-mini S&P. And you can see there's a breakout line for oil in the middle. And on the left is where I'm expecting to go short on heating oil. I would like it to move above it a bit before I go short. And there's my target, the purple line down below. So it looks like oil is trying to break out. It reached up pretty far here and then it pulled back a bit, but it looks like it's trying to slowly climb back up. So we're already long on oil, by the way. We were long way back here. And then it took this dip, and then I held on to it and added to it, and now it's come up higher. Our original entry was down here somewhere. So we're making money on oil, big money on oil. We're long the ES and the YM, making money on that. We need oil to break out a little bit more, and we need home heating oil to break above this blue line here so that we can go short. It's already pierced it. So the question is that it? Of course, heating oil and oil are highly correlated assets. Why is that? Because, first of all, crude oil is the primary commodity that you use in the cracking process to create things like heating oil, kerosene, gasoline, natural gas. And in fact, when you go long and short crude oil with one of these other derivatives that are the result of the cracking process, this distillation process, they call that the crack spread. Sounds very pornish, I know. So the crack spread is a very interesting spread to play. And in fact, that's what I'm showing in the lower right is the crack spread down here. This is crude oil versus heating oil. And as you can see that crude oil has had the upper hand for a while, at least for about a week, a little over a week and a half. And that spread's been moving up. So if we can get oil and heating oil to move up a bit, I will then short heating oil, and then probably keep that spread on for a little bit, and then see if oil continues its breakout. It'll essentially be like a hedged position, but it will be a statistical arbitrage, and we'll see. We'll see if we're going to make some money here. Well, we're already making money, so that's good. We're getting a little bit of a pullback right now, so why is that? There must be something on the news that's freaking out people. Because based on this morning's reports, this market should be blasting off. It will be blasting off. Of course, it's the end of the week. This has been a very profitable week. And particularly for oil. Oil is up, I don't know, 18, 20%. Oh, by the way, all of these are AI setups. They're setups that were given to us by the artificial intelligence neural network that we use in our service in the AI setups. It told us these things. Well, it doesn't really tell us anything. We kind of coerce it or ask it, and then it does all the pattern recognition and tells us where the opportunities are. We've got about 90 people in the AI setups service that are watching this, doing very well. You can be part of that service too. Just go to traderofutures.com, sign up for a monthly subscription, and then you can join our private trade room and enjoy the benefits of the AI service, which has been on fire. It was on fire way before the market was on fire. It's been on fire for years. Toucan Sam says, I love how you say what you want. Of course I say what I want. What would life be if you couldn't stand up and say what you think, what you believe, and what you want? And who you want to be friends with and who you want to fuck over. I don't really want to fuck over anybody really. But some people really get on my nerves, and I want to give them a hard time. Trolls don't try to make good arguments, so technically I'm not a troll. I didn't call you a troll, Alex, at all. At all. You're not even close. I said that you were trying to troll me with with these guys. I don't really care. But no, you would have to go a long ways before you start reaching the level of trolldom And like I said, there's been plenty of trolls out there, so you're still in good stead. But that doesn't matter either. I don't ban trolls until they get so over the top that I have no choice, where they start disrupting the other people in the group, the other people that are trying to have a good time here with this show. That's when I draw the line. I don't draw the line on their arguments. I draw the line on their annoyance factor. So Toucan Sam wants to know, when are you going to buy Bitcoin again? I'm not done with the whole short every friggin' rally thing, Toucan. So I don't see Bitcoin. Well, I do know. Once it gets down below 2,000, I said that I would start accumulating. Not until then. In the meantime, I am going to short every friggin' fucking rally. Toucan wants to know, do I have a PC or an Apple? All right. Maybe this will answer the question. Oh, fuck. What happened there? Hold on. The video capture device took off. Yeah. Does that answer your question? See, there's this guy, and then there's this guy. There's that guy on the right there on the desk. The desk is a little messy right now. I am all Apple. I've got many Macs all over the house. I've got, I don't know, 4 laptops, 3 or 4, well, 3 iMacs, a cinema display there. I've got a Mac Mini over here. I've got, you know, iPhones. This is the XS Max, the top of the line. I've got Apple TVs all over the place. I've got my Apple AirPods. I am Apple through and through. The broken nuclear treaty with Russia is probably scaring the market. I don't think so. First of all, that treaty hasn't really been adhered to for a decade at least, maybe more. And so it really wasn't a treaty. It was a non-functional treaty. So what we need to do is we need to redo the treaty with something verifiable that is negotiated by somebody that actually can negotiate something in our interest. Well, thank you, Lavon. Ernie, I want to know who will win the Super Bowl. I predict that the Patriots will win the Super Bowl and Tom friggin' Brady. Now, I don't know if that he'll be the MVP this time. I'm going to predict that there's got to be somebody else that's going to come off. Will it be Hogan or Edelman? Or somebody else will be the MVP. Edelman really deserves it. Edelman deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. There's a guy who should be in the Hall of Fame. Edelman. Do you know that Edelman in college was a quarterback? Alienware machine for me. Well, whatever. No accounting for taste. It's a good machine. But I can do everything you can do and more. This is a top-of-the-line iMac, by the way. It is a fucking kick-ass machine. What have we got here? Let's see. We've got 64 gig of RAM in it. Got a Radeon graphics card with a gig of RAM. We have a terabyte of SSD terabyte drive. We're running a multi-core i7 at about 5 gigahertz. So this is a kick-ass machine. i7. Multi-core i7. Let's see. I'm not sure I understand Beztard's comment there. That's a kind of weird. A verifiable nuclear deal, like the Iran one we just scrapped. Right. That wasn't verifiable either. You really think that that was verifiable? All the deals that the previous presidents, particularly anything that Obama was involved in, were bullshit deals. Leonardo says, that's what makes Edelman so good. He runs his routes through the eyes of the QB. Well, he just runs his routes. The difference is that he's faster, quicker, and more sure hands than anybody, and doesn't drop balls. And for a little guy, he's a piece of iron. That's, I mean, people just can't keep up with him. Super puzzle fighter. I don't believe we've talked before. Edelman has the second most playoff receiving yards of all time, only behind Jerry Rice. I don't know how far behind, but it wouldn't surprise me if he surpasses him. And yeah, Edelman should definitely be in the Hall of Fame. The guy is fantastic. And of course, we have the GOAT on our team, Tom friggin' Brady. Moving in on 42 years old. Freddie Mac, FMCC, mooning over possible privatization. All right. What we need right now is we need oil to get another leg on and just take off to the moon, so that we can then short heating oil. And I think that the Dow and the S&P have a little ways to go. All right, so what we're looking at here is the S&P. And of course, if you've been following me, you know that I called this move up through this volume well here. And I said that this would be our target up here. So our target is this volume node right here. And that's when we're going to take profits. I think we'll have a little bit of a pullback, perhaps to 2670, and then we'll move up through, perhaps up to this next level, and start filling out this area here, creating a more mature balance. So that appears to be what's going to happen. pull up FMCC. Give us your analysis. Why? Oop. My son's calling. Hey, what's up?
Hey, so my car right now, when you were starting it, sound to start, and it's driving kind of like funny, like kind of drifting a little bit, and the check engine light is on, the VSC light is on.
Are you driving it right now?
Yeah, driving it. I'm gonna just make it to the center. Once I can get fireplace to pull over, I'm gonna pull over.
Yeah, and just let it, when you park, just let it run and warm up. What's the temperature there right now?
21.
Sounds okay.
Get down to -6 though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible that that extra cold weather had some effect on it. That's why I'm suggesting just let it run for a little bit. But,
Any trouble going uphill?
oh, really?
Yeah. It's not accelerating like it usually does.
Yeah, let it run for a little while. Don't try to don't push it at all. Just let it, when you park, just let it run for a bit.
Well, my concern is that I'm supposed to be underneath my plan and I was actually heading home right now, like, to share it.
Oh, you're hitting, oh, well, then try to get here. It would be better to, no, it'd be better to, it would be better to get here so then we can bring it over to Bob's.
So I should bring it, shouldn't bring it to like a local place right now.
I mean, is it that bad?
I don't know what it's that bad is.
Can you get on,
It doesn't feel.
are you on the way home?
My car is vibrating. I'm stopped. My car is vibrating.
Oh, boy.
It does not feel good.
Well, here's the thing. If you head on the way home and it does break down, we have AAA and they will tow it all the way here.
Okay. But would that offset that if it breaks down, would that cause more damage to the car?
It might, but I'm not sure exact. I can't tell what's going on. So
Should I just bring it to a mechanic right now then? Or should I just try to come home and bring it to Bob?
I don't know how bad it is. That's the thing.
Well, like right now, I'm thinking at a stoplight and my car's like vibrating.
Really bad.
Like it's not. Like, I don't know what really bad is considered, but it's definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And did you say the check engine light is on?
the check engine light is blinking and the VSC light is on.
I don't know what the VSC light is.
Me neither. I've never seen it on before.
Okay. Well, hold on a second. All right. I have a automobile emergency and I need to attend to this. My son is coming back from UMass to Boston and the car seems to be having problems. So that's what I need to attend to right now. Thank you. Hey, Tacos, how you doing? Nice to see you here. But I have to get going. We'll see you later.